You're the stuff, playing our three main characters. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prologue Theater welcomes you to this production. Please, no videos or flash photography. Enjoy the show. Another beautiful Florida sunset, tainted by a dangling corpse. The local Cypress, it's a horrible job on the best.
Shit, not again.
Meanwhile, on I-90...
Not much else to do while the traffic crawls.
So young and soon to be so unemployed.
Boing boing cartoon sound effects. Just the right touch. It saved my ass with Lenny.
The traffic doesn't seem to be in any hurry to break gridlock.
I can't answer. I know he's mad. I'll get the story nailed down first.
I'm on the team. Got her notice.
Not bad on the Kardashian fame scale.
What's the point of this?
You've been in the thick of the current story.
I always wanted to be a surfboard watch.
Good gig.
Kept me in the cat from...
We've got some questions.
Not a lot of people left to give answers.
That's on you.
That's the narrative you want to...
Why'd you get sacked?
I hacked a competing blog. Made them...
Your editor must have been furious.
Can't blame him. I'm mad.
So, that's what it takes to lose a job.
Let's start from the top. You were in traffic outside Jacksonville.
Yeah, the internet went nuts. So that wasn't even the real story. I can only duck. Of course, Lenny gives about as much slack as an arthritic. I remember hearing about an incestuous family living in an old school bus here once. Headlines back in 2004 talked about Aunt Mom and Uncle Dad. Hi, Lenny.
CTM didn't think that video of two dogs humping in their blog header was funny.
I couldn't find footage of a...
Might come as a surprise to you.
Won't happen again.
You screwed up before, but never.
Go big or go home, yeah?
You're on your ninth life, kitty.
I'm at ground zero for the death...
Get something online soon. Make it...
I'll throw together something quick as I can.
Don't support the tyranny of institutional racism. Chief Roadsides is a culturally insensitive relic.
It's tacky, sure, but it's mostly harmless.
How can you say it's harmless? It depicts Native Americans with
If you weep a single tear when you say that...
Seriously?
I'm here about Tag Kern anyway.
Oh, right, you're that blogger. Phaedra?
What's with the fancy motor coach?
Those folks are with the Church of Us.
Maybe they can tell me more.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll try to brainwash you into joining their crazy cult.
I'm not worried about that. Never been much of a joiner.
You're a prismatic, at the very least.
It's the hair, right?
Really, I was talking about your eyes.
I've got a few questions about Tad Kern.
I'll answer what I can.
And up to was it?
The test measures your status within the Church of Us.
Gotcha.
Will you take the test? It's a one-time offer, I'm afraid.
Sure. Let's get on with it. But I really can't stand blood. If it was a fever, I'd be dying. Love that fresh baked smell. No, that's nonsense. Mango chutney? You're trapped in the past.
Nice start, rookie. Keep shining. He'll catch up with you later to talk about
I've got other ambitions.
Later, Phaedra.
All right. Time to chat with the man who found Kern dangling from that tower.
I watched Apollo 11 launch from that tower back when I was your age.
That rocket must have been
You should have seen the guys inside.
Can you confirm that the man hanging from the...
Sure looked like him. Had a wallet with his driver's...
Was Kern alone?
Nope, he was here with some folks from the Red Eclipse movie studio.
Was the death scene a pain to clean up?
Hey, it could have been worse. At least he didn't.
Any idea why Kern killed himself?
Have you seen his latest movies?
Did Kern scream at the last second?
That's a morbid question. But
Are the Red Eclipse folks still here?
I think so. Last I saw, they were hanging out at Hungry Chief's.
Really? They're just sitting...
Hey, some people drown their sorrows in a bottle of beer. Others...
Never change.
Remy bet you didn't know. You can't put a convenience...
That's good to know.
Remy always happy to help.
Have fun storming the castle!
Better get what I can to the blog before Lenny pops an aneurysm.
If
you are here, Miss Teague, I guess it's safe to assume you're not hacking the studio.
I've still got my smartphone.
It's good to have skills to fall back on.
Your website's still optimized for Netscape, isn't it?
I've always been curious, Miss Teague. Why'd you...
My green-eyed tuxedo cat's named Fate.
I see. Good to know.
Did Kern eat everything on his plate? Did he...
Weird question. Saw your post. Might have cut close to the bone.
I sure hope we talk again soon.
I can't believe this is happening.
Do you plan to cash in on his death with a kiss and tell?
I'm offended you'd even ask.
Why'd Kern want to kill himself?
That's the thing. He wasn't depressed or anything.
Yes?
What right do you have to say Tag was all alone, that no one tried to save
Pineapple?
Remy bet you didn't know all Spanish moss comes...
Wait. Didn't...
Remy gets around.
Does the menu offer vegan options?
No, man. Just me.
You saw Kern before he died, didn't you?
Sure did. Served him a scout.
Did Kern seem upset? Depressed?
Remy might have made him a little mad.
I hear that a lot.
Might be mean, but it's true. Oh, by the way, Remy heard Cordray talking about you. He wanted a word.
It's such a tragedy. What happened to your mother? She just...
What do you know about her?
A private investigator named Casey Gaddis exposed...
I've read the archives. So what?
The studio hired him to investigate Kern's death.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Be careful. He's always been a danger.
What can you tell me about Kern?
I can tell you that he held...
How big is the Church of Us?
We've got 6 million members worldwide. I am pleased, at the very least, that you show some...
What can the church do for me?
The Church of Us can provide guidance, both...
For giggles, what sort of career advice would you give me?
Are you happy?
Sure.
Read a line deceiving yourself.
I'm good at what I do. Why change? Mixed opinions about Kern's death. Miller, the movie director? Remy seemed mostly neutral. Miller didn't think Kern had an appetite. And what's the deal with creepy Gordon? Might have to call her about him. Surprise! First call home in a couple of years.
Tell us about this source of yours, the one who calls himself Anonymous.
He texted me out of the blue. I know.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused?
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Earlier, at Trail's End in Cypress Knee, another death and...
One more item for the Count Blotter and the Cypress Knee. I wish I didn't have to bring Reggie to a crime scene when I promised him ice cream.
Is that man really dead, Daddy?
Don't touch anything. Wait here while I talk to Ozzy.
Okay, but then ice cream. You promised.
Evening, Jack.
Hey, Ozzy, tell me the news.
Mr. Swayhill here tried to bore a hole in his engine block with a .22 caliber pistol.
Any witnesses?
Just his pit bull, Shovelhead.
Anything else?
About Swayhill, no. But I was curious. What brought you back to Cypress Knee?
I like writing for the notice.
Hang on a second there, Jack. Sounds like we got another dog alert, Chief.
Jackson Lawrence Bellet, you brought our son to a crime...
Tamara, I just stopped by to ask Oz.
I want to be able to trust you, Jack. But
I'm in the program. Meetings twice.
irresponsible, lazy journalist.
Nobody's perfect, Tam.
The judge always loves to hear that.
Don't take this to the judge, Tam.
I'll see.
Speaking of Reggie, I've got to check out this other dead body call over at...
It's your night with him. I've got clients here looking at mobile homes.
I'm sure they won't mind Reggie tagging along.
Fine. You'll owe me.
That never changes. Chief Roadside's Wonderland suffers from a double-edged fact. It is. The Silloway family built this place in the 1960s. Now, the Wonderland's an appalling relic. Most motorists, of course, all it takes is one suicidal Hollywood has-been to wake up this tacky little tourist trap.
Some people don't give a possum's pecker whether Tag Kern's alive or dead. We got bigger problems.
Hey, Mr. Gallant, what's got...
They're pumping natural gas from below Cypress Swamp for...
I've written about that project. Home, shop...
Sure, good for the economy.
Look, thanks for your time, but I really should talk...
Don't be an irresponsible jet.
All right, Mr. Gallant, what's the proof?
Go see who's parked out.
I'll humor you this one time.
In the parking lot of the Mohawk Inn, you spy an official town car from Cypress Knee. Closer inspection suggests...
Guess Gallant was right. Time to find a wayward town official at the motel. Evening, Tamara. I don't have time to fight right now.
Why do you always assume I'm calling to fight?
Might have something to do with the thousands of calls that came before this one.
I didn't call to fight. I called to tell you about your son's benefit.
Truce, please.
And fun at Chief Roadside.
Dead actors, crazy corporate cultists, mosquitoes. What's not to love?
The Gallant properties in Oxford.
Eminent domain's a tough nut to crack up.
That's their idea of pillow?
Tough, maybe, and not impossible.
It's possible. Expensive, though. We're not just fudging dates on a permit here.
We don't need housekeeping, Jim.
It's Jack Bellet from the Notice, Mr. Chairman.
Huh? Well, I guess you better come in then. What brings you to Chief Roadsides, Jack?
Great question. Not much of a hangout for locals.
Oh, no. I'm here alone.
Two people were talking in here, man and woman.
The senses play tricks out here, but...
I bet she's in the bathroom.
Windows jammed, Gary.
It's not what it looks like.
Looks like the town council chairman and the chief planning officer skulking around a sleazy motel.
Okay, so it is what it...
You're hatching some scheme to get the...
Fine. It is what you think.
I think you mean
No, Eula, if I meant take...
Oh, I think that's circumlocution.
It's got nothing to do with...
Divorce is finalized. Tamara wants full custody of Reggie.
Oh. Anyway, can we all agree this isn't news?
I'm not looking to get anyone in trouble, Gary.
Evening, Jack. You're chumming with the rest of the sharks, huh?
Look, Jim.
Family troubles? Keep those to yourself. All I can tell you is out.
Know anything about the big development?
I know J.D. Gallant won't shut up about it.
Did anything unusual happen before Kern offed himself?
Things got heated between him and a few others during his...
Thanks.
Jack, man, don't tell me you want to join these crazy cultists.
What's so bad about wanting to belong?
Can't fault anyone on a quest for faith and fellowship.
You here to complain about them?
I'm here for the same reason as usual. Chief Roadsides is a culturally insensitive artifact from a...
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't burn down years ago.
Hey, I'll bring the gas if you...
Sounds like a plan.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
I've got some questions about Tag Kern.
Mr. Kern was a valued member of the Church of...
Good to know. But I'd like...
What do you want to know?
Did you talk to Kern at all today?
Briefly. We had a counseling session this morning.
How long was Kern a weist?
Really, Mr. Bellet?
Did Kern seem upset?
I can't offer specific details due to the confidential... Is there anything else?
I'm done for now.
Mr. Bellet, perhaps you'd like to sit and take our test.
Sure. Assuming it's free.
The test itself is free. Live...
Okay. The pulse of a real city. Love those sandy beaches. Why? Are you holding? Let her know I know, then use that to pressure her to have an affair with me too. Compassion, all the way. Stop and call for help. Well, took him long enough. Hey, Ross. I'm on the scene.
Inmates running the asylum over there, or what?
Kern's dead, but maybe he's not the story.
Listen to me. If it bleeds, it leads. I want a story on Kern. Hell,
I know, but I caught Gary Buckingham.
Golden Cypress isn't news. I need an article.
I hear you, boss. Oh, that was fast. Hi, boss.
What is your problem, Jack? You alert?
I report the news.
I told you, Golden Cypress wasn't news. You asked him to get fucked.
You got people banging down the doors to write about the next Chamber of Commerce chicken dinner?
Why are you hampering an FBI investigation?
What are you even talking about?
You could go to prison and face a major fine, Mr. Bellet.
I could lose my son. That'd be so much worse.
I was a hero. I saved lives. I had a badge. It meant something. Times change, Monroe. Left small town Florida. Got a job as a Hollywood. Now, I'm back in Florida. Can't even hold. Yeah, been a hard year. Caught the asshole. Slap it around his girl. I used to matter. Not anymore. End of the road, Monroe. Don. Blast from the past.
You still in Orlando?
For the moment. Why?
Got a job for you.
What's the gig?
Tag Kern's dead. Killed himself up here in
Mystery
Cypress.
solved, sounds like.
Your old stomping grounds, right? Red Eclipse Studios wants you to ask around, get a full account of what
Alright.
happened.
On my way. Monroe, let's go home. Sure what the word means anymore. A moldy flea speck. Doubt you've heard of it. Until tonight, at least. Thanks. I met him once. The corpse might still be warm, but something tells me it's in the air. That stench of weest self-importance and smirking menace.
Glad you could make it, KC.
I wouldn't pass up a chance for a getaway from the Orlando rat race.
No way, really? I thought...
Let's cut to the chase so I can start the...
Look, the studio can't wait for the official...
Why is that exactly?
A lot of money is at stake. Insurance claims need to be made.
Bean counters. World comes to a standstill if their ledgers don't tally. Okay, I'll do what I do. Send you regular reports.
Remy, bet you didn't know Genghis Khan kept a burger patty under his saddle all...
That's an amazing fact, Remy.
Remy don't mind.
What can you tell me about Kern's stay here?
Remy tell Kern Meacham sucked.
Not sure that would cause him to kill him.
Remy wonder why you working for Miller.
The studio needs to process their insurance.
Remy wonder why.
I should have known that. Maybe I'm too rusty at this.
You and Donovan go back a ways, I hear.
Yeah, back in my Hollywood glory days.
So, are you brawn or brains for hire?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. The heart lead.
If I didn't know men better, I'd say that.
Listen, the studio's got me looking into...
Of course. I just can't believe Ted...
Someone offed him?
Anything would be more believable.
I think it's time to make a report. Get paid. Let's do this.
Hey, wait. I know you.
The eyes look familiar.
Janelle Teague. Does that name sound familiar?
Got hired to work a case a couple decades ago.
That's my mom, asshole.
You still know how to make a good first impression.
All those years in charm school.
Hard at work, then?
Save it, Don. Monroe and I are on.
Keep up the good work. And quit.
Hire me, you hire the dog. Cope.
Kid, you won't believe how glad I am to see you.
Who let you out of the swamp, JD?
Won't be much swamp left soon.
I'm here on a job investigating the death of Tag.
Who gives a damn about another dead actor? They're destroyed.
I need the income.
You didn't used to be all about the money.
I'll touch base with you later.
Now that's a face I never thought I'd see in Cypress Knee again.
So, this is how academics keep...
I've got a formal mop and bucket for
What happened to your job at the university?
You dropped out of my class, as I recall.
Don't dodge, Professor. How do you go?
Weren't you a Hollywood cop? I remember...
May not atone for all my sins.
Look, I'm proud of you. And I'm grateful you carried a badge on the left coast.
Sounds ominous.
Swear to God, I thought the girl was 18.
As much as I'd like to share...
Not sure what I can tell you that I didn't already tell that blogger girl.
People really like to hang them.
We get about one dangler every year.
What drove him to it?
Capsizing career, lost youth, trouble in bed, nothing.
No doubt.
No matter how grim things seem, there's always a...
Sure, but what if all...
That fight shapes a man's character. I spent 6 years...
You're mopping up after people who couldn't wait just one more exit to get that
That's harsh, Casey.
Sorry, Professor.
I'll live.
Casey, haven't seen you around these parts in a long...
Yeah, nice work finding the silver lining.
Sad about the actor.
You keep in touch with anyone else from Heck High class?
Still got a few folks in town, sure. Some left.
Not like I've got pressing business elsewhere.
Well, I heard you were coming to visit.
The studio called? I'm just...
Always the good dog, coming with...
I like to think it's worth the effort.
Suffice it to say, the church hasn't forgotten.
Don't you church thugs have more important things?
Can't all go snooping through bedroom windows for a living.
Your old boss committed statutory rape.
You ruined that girl's career, and boy...
Hey, Gordo, we all pay for our choices in this life.
You've been busy, Mr. Gaddis.
Yeah, well, no matter how much I try to be good, bad...
You've nursed a grudge against the Church of Us for a long time.
Sure, so what? They earned it.
All this over a movie mogul...
No, they hit closer to home.
What's your plan after payback?
Oh, man, I'm just getting started.
After Hungry Chiefs, I made my way to the Mohawk Inn for a look at Kern. After talking to his friends, something just didn't sit right about the official story. Wow, Mom, I was just thinking about you.
Saw your post about Ted Kurt's girlfriend.
Yeah, pretty bleak.
You never call.
Only so many hours in a day.
Come home soon.
Soon as I can.
$50 a night. No pet.
What's your beef against sleek rodents?
They're stinky, psychotic little fur monkeys.
How qualified are you to diagnose a rodent psycho...
What do you want?
I'm a blogger with fan rage. Maybe you've read...
Yeah? Well, it's sealed off. You got...
Stick to women your own age, Gramps.
I'm old, little girl. Ain't...
Did I mention I'm with fan rage, Mr...
I know who you are. My daughter reads your blog.
Can't we work a deal for me to see the room?
Not on your life. You're...
Fine. Notice and...
Well, I saw Kern and his...
You're sure?
She called him a flaccid, passion...
Thanks for your time.
Before you go, little girl,
What's that?
Everybody's all wrong about Kern.
How do you know?
I was outside having a smoke when it happened. Sawtooth?
Did you keep it to yourself or alert the police?
Chief Pendleton got the security camera footage.
Show me.
Wish I could. He took the hard drive.
That post could have been worse, I guess.
I really didn't push the envelope.
Don't make me hire a lawyer.
Do what you want. I'm satisfied.
Don't worry. Actually, I feel like you're giving me a pretty fair shake, all things considered.
If I'm doing my job, I make everybody mad sometimes.
Sorry, miss. No one goes inside without proper author.
Don't you recognize me? I'm fake.
Sure. Saw your post about the troubled lovers.
Yeah, it's a shame those kids couldn't work it out.
I figured Hollywood relationships were all manufactured by publicists.
So, what gives?
I'm not at liberty to discuss details.
Fine. Can I?
Not without proper authorization.
How do I get authorized?
Your media. I doubt you can get authorized. Proper law enforcement?
I'll give them a call. I'm a blogger from Fan Range. My online name is Phaedra.
Oh, didn't you write about...
That's right. If I could get a code...
Such a sweet offer, sugar. But I'm sure my husband, the police chief, will give me all the details later. Bye now.
Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access. Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access. Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access. Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization, no access. Like I said, Miss Teague, no authorization.
Here is my stinking...
Wait, what? Seriously?
Totally legit.
Well, whack me in the head with a gavel and call me a swamp ape. Okay, I guess.
Interesting.
How'd it feel, running into Casey Gaddis at Chief Rhodes?
Just peachy. We're now...
You believe Tina Gray was innocent?
As far as I could tell.
You didn't like Gordon Cordray much, did you?
Should have heard how he talked to me.
What happened after you met Cordray the first time?
Wandered over to Hungry Chief's for a word with the movie studio folks about Kern.
Well, Mr. Cordray, just wanted to offer my condolences.
Thanks, Chief Pendleton.
We're going to bring whoever killed him to justice. Count on that.
Got any prime suspects?
Sorry, Jack. Can't comment on it.
Don't you ever get sick of it. Just once, don't you?
I'd be liberated right out of a job. So I hear...
That's right. Reggie wants to play center.
We'll see how he does. I'll be his coach if he makes the cut.
Well, considering all the trophies you won in...
Thanks, Jack. Now, if you'll excuse me...
I appreciate your silence on the matter.
Hey, it's all between him and the church.
I'm glad to hear that. Best thing for you, really, flunking that test.
Fair point. I hated exams in school.
Why are you bothering me?
Tina Gray's not a member of your freak show, is she?
Our membership roster is confidential.
I wouldn't be so quick to knock that Golden Cypress project, Mr. Bell.
I'm sure it might help Cypress Knee economically. I just worry about the process and its outcome.
The public doesn't need to know everything.
God knows they don't always know what's best for them.
Tag and I were going to buy a house in Golden Cypress.
Big house, picket fence, 2.5 kid.
Something like that.
So what's really happening here, Miss Gray?
They're trying to make me take a fall because it's convenient.
What's convenient about faking a suicide and then frame...
Wheels within wheels, Mr. Bellet. Plans inside of scheme.
What's the goal of all this planning and scheme?
Trust me, Mr. Bellet, it's never a good idea to know too much.
Evening, Jack. Remy's sorry. Now,
how does that help me?
Remy got a little stash out by Jumper's Point.
I guess I can wait a little while longer.
You want anything else? Scout burgers? Fries?
Have you noticed Gary Buckingham spending a lot of time?
Remy doesn't think so.
So, not a lot of...
Remy got lots to do. Remy not always watching what goes on at the motel.
Well, son of a bitch. It's just one happy reunion after another in Chief Road.
You're not still pissed about high school, are you?
Really, I'm more angry about the jail time.
That was a dick move on my part.
Tuck that apology in your reporter's notebook, slide the pen in the spine, and jam it all up your ass.
Yeah?
Quit writing about that goddamn development.
I hear you, boss. I spent a lot of my childhood hanging out here. Now, not sure where he gets it, but it's better than powder. So here I am. Why rush back to the office to put the more I chase the story Ross wants, I know I'm paid to do, but I'm a journalist. No matter, maybe he'll fire me. Working print media is such a better dig a little more while I'm still. Let's see what Rutledge Silloway can offer in the way of news.
Evening, Jack. Ross got you working the Tag Kern story like it.
Kern's the corpse of the owl.
Must suck for you, hunting sloppy.
I just can't keep up.
Don't I know that feeling? More people go by here in a day than used to go by in a year.
Time passes us all by.
Sad to see you settling for some out.
I'm more interested in what's going on with gold.
How's that news? Everyone knows the development's coming.
Not everyone knows that Gary Buckingham...
Now, Jack, you want to be careful going around with your mouth.
It does get me in trouble a lot.
Maybe you should take the hint.
Hi, Ross. You get my story?
I told you to stay off Golden Cypress. Nope.
Crystal, but...
No buts, Jack, except yours, kid.
Got it. Jesus, what a dick. Can it be more obvious that if anyone's got it worse than me in this world, it's gotta be Jim Larman. Got busted for statutory rape and drug charges after a cocaine-fueled night with a teenage girl.
I learned the hard way not to piss off the wrong woman. At least I lived to tell the tale.
Always good if you're still kicking to count the...
Tamara's still working you over with her claws, Jack?
Still. Doubt it's ever gonna end.
Not as long as you've got a kid together.
She just wants what's...
Yeah? What if she decides taking full custody is...
I'd fight her to the bitter end. Looks like somebody finally... Eula Dean, town planner for Cypress Knee. Be nice to get her side of the scandal.
I understand your concerns, Jack, but can't you see how good Golden Cypress...
Don't come looking for me to shake pom-poms at this little...
It's important that you're on board for this, Jack. Don't look...
It's about ethics, Eula.
Deal with reality. If Golden Cypress dies on the vine, your newspaper survives another...
That's a hard truth, and maybe you're...
I hope we can count on your support going...
Take care of me and my family, then we'll see how it...
Jack Bellet, we must talk.
I can't wait to hear this guy raving about the evils of cheap roadsides again.
It's going to end in a cataclysm, Jack.
Everybody deals with their own personal
The spirits grow angrier. They will...
If I were them, I'd be pissed too.
Flee, Jack Bellet. Take your family in a...
Let's not go overboard with the melodrama.
When the time comes for regrets, remember.
Roger that.
Oh, wow. You're the newspaper.
I'm a reporter for the Cypress...
Must suck to be you.
I've never gotten over how Bellet framed me with those drugs in my locker. We'd been pals until that spring. Past is past. I'm still worried Miller's playing me.
I'm pretty sure Rut doesn't allow pets in his...
Guess that's an improvement over the restrictions this...
You're Casey Gaddis, right?
Sure feels like it most days.
I knew your daddy back in the day.
Didn't you sell them the piece of shit used Buick?
I'll have you know that was a quality automobile.
I think you mean catalytic converter.
Ain't got nothing to do with some...
So Jefferson Dean Gallant tells me...
Our ex-mayor's a real drummer.
Don't you mean drama queen?
Ain't got nothing to do with seasickness.
Is Gallant telling the truth?
He's blowing it way out of context. I mean...
I suspect you meant strong.
Ain't got nothing to do with insurance policies.
$50 a night, no pets. That mean...
I'm not looking for a room, Mr. Silloway.
Have we met?
Sort of. You said a...
I'm an upstanding member of the Cypress Knee Chamber of Commerce.
It was a windy night. You didn't wear a chin strap.
Wasn't me, friend. Could have been my twin brother Doyle.
This big development across the road...
Maybe. Might be the last nail in our coffin, too. Of course, they might buy me out. That'd be fine.
Hi, Mom.
Chief, Callaway, yes. You're home for the first time in...
I meant to call. I got distracted.
Your work's important.
Wow, I think I need to...
I'm just saying.
I'm in town working the tag curtain.
So sad.
I'm no fan of the...
I'm off to the festival.
I won't leave town without seeing you.
Better not. You'll make...
Don't worry.
Casey Gaddis, it's been way too long, man.
You too, Ozzy.
You still play much Maps and Mischief?
Sometimes, when I get a chance.
If you want to move back, now's the time. Go.
Yeah, that project keeps coming up.
Everyone thinks it's going to turn Cypress Knee.
Hope that works out.
Boss tells us you left this town.
Boss thinks maybe you should have stayed left.
Yeah, well, Gordo might call the
Accidents can happen anywhere.
I'm not a big fan.
You've been warned, Gaddis.
Thanks for the pep talk, Tweedledee. I should probably make another... Better check those receipts.
Yeah? Well, you're a fat-faced old man with...
I could use a better haircut.
Shut your face, geezer.
Careful, Jack. This kitty's got claws.
I don't have time for you geriatrics anyway.
Nothing to see there.
I'm going up there. For reasons. Shut up.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jack's right. The tower's a dead end.
Seriously?
Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something.
Never been a fan of following instructions. I'll just track down Remy and see if he can get me up that tower. Later, old dudes. tower's gone dark. Probably because if I can find who's really... Maybe it was the greasy fast food I ate on the road last night. The world was empty. And I really enjoyed the solitude. And I couldn't explain why it made me feel so good.
Remy bet you didn't know natural crimson comes from a buck.
I've got a new appreciation for it.
Oh, Remy just jam-packed with useful...
Got any useful facts about the tower?
You help Remy? Could be Remy help you.
What have you got in mind?
Remy take care of the gator pit here at Chief.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He's a star attraction here. Big old gator.
Do you talk to Jumper?
You're weird. Remy like that.
What does Jumper eat?
Big old Jumper. He can't resist a tasty...
What's so appealing about chicken?
Looks like a chubby little infant to that old gator.
Back soon.
Strikes me as odd, Miss Teague, a civilian...
I don't burn sources, Chief Pendleton.
I'd tread lightly on this business about the church.
What's a big cult church got?
So I was reading your blog.
I do what I can to keep it fresh.
Uncle Dad, that's my cousin.
I'd buy a ticket to that circus.
I'm just saying, you better get your boy...
You're worried?
We've got an ace in the hole waiting for her. Don't sweat it.
Remy bet you didn't know a baby uses 6...
Why'd you tell me to come get these things if you plan to...
Remy's a complicated man.
That's certainly one word for it.
Don't be grumpy, Cher. Let Remy...
You promised useful information from...
Right. Remy deliver on a promise. Cops got...
Where's Larman now?
Remy bet you find him in Rabbit's Run.
Might as well.
Remy bet you don't know what drove old Gallant into the swamps all those years ago. Big old gator named Merle mistook Gallant's wee baby for a diaper chicken. Gator got away off in yonder swamp. Gallant? He ain't been right since.
Kern's not the story. His girlfriend's not...
That sounds a lot like something someone would say.
Don't be a moron.
I'm listening.
Those crazy weists, the movie people, even...
Weists and actors and bureaucrats.
By distracting people like you with dead actors, the world...
Sounds like a recipe for economic...
Sure, cover a dog turd with...
Did you ever find the gator that ate your...
Ate my boy. Took my wife's arm.
Have you given up the hunt?
Never.
Hard to trust a soul. Time to make the clickbait. The hits just keep coming.
Keeping busy tonight, eh?
Remy claims you keep extra fuses for the...
Hey, now look, I doubt the cops want civvies.
I won't touch anything.
Oh, what the hell. Just don't tell them I gave it to you. I don't want to lose what little I've got here.
That's more like it.
Okay. Wait, what are you doing here? Once again, breaking the rule.
Can't let them get away with this.
You shouldn't be snooping around here, Miss Teague.
Jim Larman's been stabbed.
If we catch him, maybe he'll...
You've got it all wrong. I didn't do anything. I'd never hurt Ted.
Holy shit, that was close.
Someone doesn't care who lives.
Thanks, lady. Chief.
Get help. I'm going up there. Making a dangerous choice here. Kern's dead. Larman's probably dead. Hope I live long enough to make enough. Up we go. Who are you?
Everything I've done has been for the good of the church and us.
How does killing Kern and Larman...
The church held a significant insurance policy on you.
You used me to fatten...
Mike, I'll be happy to.
Share the wealth. Only if we can keep our deal.
Thank you.
It's not the church I'm worried about.
Wreck it all if you want, but that'd be a mistake. The church...
I've seen what the church does to me.
Reed, you graduated from the kid.
All that. They'll obliterate our sacred tribal.
We can't do this all on our...
Spirits won't abide this madness.
Let your mind right. There's so much...
What are you babbling about?
Casey Gaddis got it all wrong, 20.
Why would Mom lie to me all this time?
Shame, I expect. The burden of it...
You need to face the consequences of...
Just remember, little girl, immortality is the only...
Why would he do that? So much blood on his hands. Well, Gaddis isn't much of... Immortality is the only option. Judging from that corpse down there, guess mortality...
Rutledge bet you didn't know neutering a ferret too young. Shit, not again.
Meanwhile, at the... That's odd. Dad Kerr never got an appendectomy.
Huh. Remember Ray Joe Swayhill?
Oh, yeah, right.
He won a Tad Kern lookalike contest at the...
Right. So everyone's freaking...
Might be worse than that. Ray Joe's brother...
So where's the real Tad Kern?
The Prologue Theater thanks you for providing an excellent performance of Knee Deep, Act 1, Wonderland. Remember where you're sitting, and come back for Act 2, Festival now. Welcome back from intermission. You get in one last game, ready to resume the Swamp Noir story of Knee Deep?
It's a glorious night for a fest. It's the perfect time to...
It's a captive.
I think you mean...
Ain't got nothing to do with opening crates.
Ready to man, honk those vuvuzelas. Let the festival commence for you and for me. Remember this night.
Walking in Hex Square.
Remember this night.
His choices down a dark path led.
Remember this night.
He gave his life.
Remember this night.
Tad Kern wanted her out of his life, but she...
Remember this night.
A man of faith and belief.
So much for our glorious festival. So much for
the captain crap.
Don't you mean...
I'm not talking about jokes. Too soon, Eula. Too soon.
Cue the band to... while we watch the washed-up newspaper. They learn and... After all, you can drown in knee-deep water if you stand on your head.
You're sticking with the story that Gordon Cordray
That's what happened.
See, we've got another...
Do share.
We'll get to that. What happened?
I took the elevator from the tower back down to talk to Ozzy Clendenning.
How am I gonna face Lurleen?
It's not easy, I bet.
Our kids play t-ball together. We're in the...
Sometimes it hurts.
So Cordray killed Kern, stabbed Larman.
It's been a nonsensical sort of day. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
You're that blogger, right?
Phaedra, I'm with Fanrage.
I'm Carl Rosen. My partner's...
Stop by the morgue downtown later.
We've got something you should see.
I'll stop by soon as I can.
God damn it, we got a problem.
Motel overrun by sockweasel.
It's Jumper. Gator's loose. He's on...
Sounds like a job for that wannabe Cajun.
You don't get it, out-of-towner. We've had this problem before.
Right? Isn't it Remy's job?
Remy got called away for something else.
I'm no monkey wrangler.
It's a bad situation here.
I just bet someone
turned the gator loose, hasn't it?
That's ridiculous.
What gave you the idea?
It wasn't my idea.
Gaddis suggested it then.
I had nothing to do.
Fine. Play dumb.
Made my way to the tower as soon as I saw the letter fall.
Listen, little girl, what we got here is a...
Little girl? That's no...
What's the crisis, Rudd?
We got a loose gator on the run, Jack.
That's bad. Really bad. I'll get the word out.
Thanks for spreading the word, Jack.
Anything happens to Reggie, I'll really be...
Gunning for Gordon Cordray, weren't you?
You and Bellet couldn't stand it.
After 20 years of bad blood? After what happened to your father?
I wasn't the one out to grind.
You didn't feel threatened by Cordray.
The only way I tried to kill Ed...
Is that what happened, up on the tower?
I wasn't up there when it all went...
That's not what we heard.
I'm here. You're...
We're a bit beyond happy end.
Look, I agreed to meet you here on good faith.
Yeah, we were...
Whatever you want. Name your price. I don't want any trouble, just...
Give my regards to Boyd Conley. That's absolute bullshit. I had nothing to do with his death.
I've covered a lot of strange stories in the past.
Come on, admit it. You wanted him...
Dead as much as you're...
I'm not sad he's dead, but
We're not saying you pushed him off the tower.
We're saying Bellet did.
That's a crock of shit.
Our witness argues otherwise.
Let's see the evidence.
That's not how...
It happened at all.
Oh?
I went up on that tower.
A likely story. So, next...
Glad someone's paying attention. It's true then? Chip's dead? Crushed by a giant letter H.
You're a horrible person.
I'm pretty awful.
Why'd you turn out this way, Sugar?
She's always been quirky.
Okay then. I suppose we ought to...
Make it quick. I've got a meeting at the morgue. Evening, Ozzy.
Hey, Phaedra. Just wanted to say thanks again.
I hear you've got your own
Everybody's got an agenda. I'm on your side, though.
Sorry, Ozzy. It's not...
Sad. Well, take care of yourself now. I'll see you around.
You know, I thought I noticed... Just have to get past that combination lock on the... The dead guy's not going anywhere. I'll make this quick. Oh, man. I think I broke it.
I'm just saying, we could have flat out...
Wrong place, wrong time. Too many...
The world needs to know, Gil.
And we'll tell everybody, Carl.
Gil? Some...
Car trouble, probably. Just past them. She's waiting.
Gordon Cordray never saw you coming, did he?
I keep telling you, I had nothing to...
Relax, Jack.
Not easy when someone's
What happened after you left?
headed to the Watch to catch up with my son and ex-wife.
Jesus, Jack. What happened to Chief Roadsides?
Looks like Gordon Cordray got what he deserved.
He can't be dead. I had my next octo test
Excuse me, but when did you join?
last year, after I met Gordon at a chamber dinner. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Mommy, Daddy.
I should take him home. It's late, and...
I'll let it go for now.
Of course, Jack. Mr. Bellet.
That's me.
I've seen your stories about Golden Cypress. I can...
I'm listening.
Great. I've got a shift in the dunking booth over at the festival. Let's talk after I'm done.
So tell us, Mr. Gaddis, where'd you go after the letter fell?
Let's go back to the part where you accused me of...
Calm down, Mr. Gaddis.
If you're saying Jack Bellet acted alone, we will.
If he killed Cordray, then he...
The phones don't work right now, Mr. Gaddis.
For Pair Crew's sake, if you...
The Army Corps should have an emergency.
All thanks to you and your accomplices.
Yeah, well...
What happened next, Mr. Gaddis?
After the letter fell, I caught a ride with Woodstep into town, and shit got weird. I'd known Bob a long time. He'd always been a little odd, but that night he seemed especially strange.
You should get in your car and drive from this place.
Too late for what, Bob?
Cypress Knee is due a reckoning.
What's this all about?
The atrocities wrought upon our sacred
Maybe I should drive.
Our people believe in a spirit called
He's talked through you for a long time?
No. Just as...
Nothing but bullies.
Maybe.
Stop speaking.
Behold! You recognize them?
They're the morgue workers.
Indeed. So here they are.
Absent without leave from...
This is how it begins.
We should alert the authority.
I will tell them that the spirit...
Better let me do the talking, Bob. Before we go, let me dust the back of the ambulance for prints. Just for giggles, right? Got a nap for that.